Welcome to the XFO Intelligence podcast, Deep Augmented Thinking. Today we're tracking a transition that, well, it's no longer theoretical. It's a quiet but powerful, and I'd say inevitable migration that is going to fundamentally reshape our civilization. You see, based on our extensive analysis of, current tech trajectories, economic patterns, and physical constraints, our conclusion is really clear. Within just 4 to 5 years, the most cost-effective location for artificial intelligence computation, it's going to shift from Earth to space. And look, this isn't a future driven by some kind of visionary preference. This is an outcome that's dictated by the fundamental laws of, physics and economics. First, let's just consider the physics of progress and what we're calling the terrestrial ceiling. Today's most advanced AI supercomputers, they reveal a pretty startling reality. Something like 97.5% of their total weight consists of cooling infrastructure. Think about that. For every 2 tons of hardware, 1.95 tons exists just to prevent the system from melting itself. This physical constraint, it creates an economic ceiling that Earth-based systems just can't overcome at scale. Current projections are indicating that AI's energy demands, they're going to collide with planetary limitations, and soon. The United States' average electricity consumption is about 460 gigawatts. And yet, emerging AI infrastructure requirements are already getting close to 300 gigawatts annually. That's 2/3 of America's total power generation. So scaling to a terawatt of AI computation, which is a milestone our models show arriving by 2030, it just becomes physically impossible within Earth's resource constraints. Now contrast this with the environment of near-Earth orbit. The advantages they're absolute. Solar panels can operate at a near 100% capacity factor. They're collecting energy continuously with no atmospheric interference, no day-night cycles, no weather. Explaining, these panels can be constructed to be 20 times lighter than their terrestrial equivalents. But, and this is the most critical part, space provides unlimited radiative cooling. It's a perfect vacuum. It follows the Stefan-Boltzmann law, where heat transfer scales with temperature to the 4th power. It is literally the universe's most efficient heat sink, and it's free. So the convergence of all these factors, it creates an economic inflection point. Our analysis identifies this happening between 2028 and 2029. And interestingly, this timeline precisely matches Elon Musk's recent prediction that within 4 or 5 years from now, the lowest cost way to do AI compute will be with solar-powered AI satellites. This understanding, it reframes current global strategy. You see that 500 megawatt AI data center collaboration between xAI and Saudi Arabia? That isn't just about expanding terrestrial capacity. It's about creating the essential bridge infrastructure. These ground facilities, they're the training grounds for the AI systems that will eventually design, build, and then optimize their own orbital successors. This migration, it triggers all these cascading transformations. Our analysis reveals this transition coincides with a point where work becomes, it's optional, and not through some policy, but through sheer economic inevitability. When AI and robotics reach sufficient capability and abundance, human labor just shifts from an economic necessity to a personal choice. And this abundance, it fundamentally alters humanity's relationship with scarcity-based systems. Currency, for instance, which evolved to allocate scarce resources, it just gradually loses its relevance. Our modeling shows this transition beginning subtly, right around 2030. That's precisely when space-based AI is projected to reach about 35 to 40% of global computation capacity. The strategic pathway forward is materializing in 3 distinct phases. Phase 1, from now until 2027, is the expansion of ground-based AI infrastructure. These are the necessary stepping stones. Phase 2, from 2027 to 2029, that marks the economic crossover. As space-based computation gets cheaper, a really rapid migration of all the energy-intensive workloads will begin. Now, this requires launch costs to fall below $150 per kilogram, which will drive a renewed focus on fully reusable systems. Then Phase 3, from 2029 onward, is when space-based AI achieves dominance. And this will unlock previously impossible applications: real-time global climate modeling, comprehensive protein folding for massive medical breakthroughs, full-scale economic simulations for policy optimization, just incredible things. This is more than just technological evolution. It's humanity's first real step to becoming a multi-planetary computational civilization, creating resilience against planetary disruptions. And most profoundly, it enables the energy abundance that we need to progress along the Kardashev scale, to finally begin harnessing the vast energy output of our own sun. The timeline is shorter than most people anticipate. Within 5 years, the economics will be undeniable. Within 10, the transition will be irreversible. The future isn't just coming. It's being built right now, in orbit, while we watch from below, mostly unaware that the most significant infrastructure project in human history is already beginning up there, among the stars. Now, here's a question we'd like you to think about. In a civilization where intelligence and energy are nearly infinite, what becomes the new frontier for human exploration?